This brings us to a very, very important section in organic chemistry. I'm sure first year PUC ನಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕಲ್ತಿರ್ತೀರಾ, where you try to name organic compounds. Okay, why naming is so important? Because organic compounds number in millions. Okay, ಈಗ ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ in some part of the world there compounds have been discovered. So organic compounds are huge in number. ತುಂಬಾ organic compounds ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಿದ್ದಾಗ there must be a scientific logical system of naming those compounds, and that is where IUPAC nomenclature helps us. So IUPAC nomenclature basically deals with naming of organic compounds. Okay, so very important in almost all entrance exam papers, at least one question of IUPAC nomenclature will be there, right? But IUPAC nomenclature is a big topic. This is discussed for about 2 to 3 sessions, where all the rules and sub rules are discussed. Namgilla ashtu samya illa. So what I'll do is I'll briefly describe nomenclature to you with all those basic rules and basic ideas, and then through examples we'll study more. Questions bandaga innu jaasti rules ಮತ್ತೆ sub rules ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. Okay, so right, first point, all of you know the complete IUPAC name of an organic compound involves these 5 components. 5 components irutte in an IUPAC name. What are those components? First, root word or word root. Then to the word root you add primary suffix. Okay, so then to the primary suffix you add secondary suffix, and before the root word you add what is called as primary prefix. Before primary prefix comes secondary prefix. ಈ 5 ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. Okay, so in this, root word is compulsory in any organic compound. Root word will be there, right? Apart from root word, primary suffix is also compulsory. It has to be there, right? But apart from root word and primary suffix, all other components may or may not be there. ಕೆಲವು ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಕೆಲವು ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ದೇನೂ ಇರಬಹುದು. Okay, now you need to understand what is the meaning of each of these components. Root word illinda baratte. How do you get primary suffix? How do you get secondary suffix? We'll check out all that. Okay, first up, root word. How do you get root word? Root word is obtained from the number of carbon atoms in the main chain of carbon atoms, the longest continuous chain of carbon atoms. That's where you get root word. Be familiar with these root words. ನಿಮ್ಮ NCERT textbook ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ. One carbon you call it meth. 2 carbon atoms root word is eth. 3 carbon atoms idre prop. 4 idre but, right? So all these root words are given in your NCERT textbook. Once adana revise ಮಾಡಿ. So basically root word is decided by the number of carbon atoms in the longest possible chain. Okay, then what is primary suffix? Primary suffix ಏನು ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ? Primary suffix indicates the saturation or the unsaturation present in an organic compound. If the compound is saturated andre only single bonds, sigma bonds. Then use the suffix ane. If it is having a double bond, unsaturated, if it is having a carbon-carbon double bond, then use the suffix ene. For carbon-carbon triple bond, you use the suffix ine. Okay, ane, ene, ine are the primary suffix. Okay, so root word aitu, primary suffix aitu. Next enide, we'll check it out. Next you have secondary suffix. Secondary suffix ಏನು information ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ? Very important. Secondary suffix indicates the functional group in an organic compound. It indicates the functional group. So ಆಗಲೇ ನಾವು functional group list ನ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ. There are a lot of functional groups, right? For every functional group, please remember its secondary suffix. ಈ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ನ ನೀವು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. Okay, for example, if the group is alcohol, secondary suffix is all. If the functional group is aldehyde, then use the suffix al. One for ketone, oic acid for carboxylic acid. If it's esters, ನೋಡಿ esters ಹೇಗೆ ನೇಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? Alkyl alkanoate. Okay, so in an ester you'll have R COOR, right? This R group here, ಈ R group ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಇದು alkyl ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. This will be the alkyl part, and this entire thing RCO part idella, this will be the alkanoate part. Alkanoate part. Okay, so esters name ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಹುಷಾರಾಗಿರಬೇಕು. You should see which R is alkyl, which R is alkanoate. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ. Okay, so remember it this way, ಈ ತರ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. R group attached to oxygen, ಯಾವ R group oxygen ಗೆ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, that you should take it as alkyl group. Okay, and that R group which is attached to C double bond O, that will be the alkanoate part. So each ನೆನಪಿದ್ರೆ you can easily name esters, and accordingly you have amide, acid chloride, nitrile, amine, and their corresponding secondary suffix for it. Okay, right. So that's about secondary suffix. Next page. So root word ಆಯ್ತು. To the root word you add primary suffix. To the primary suffix you add secondary suffix. Okay. Now what you add before root word? Root word ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? We add prefix, right? And prefix is also of two types. What are they? You have primary prefix and you have secondary prefix. Listen carefully. Primary prefix indicates whether a given compound is cyclic or not. If the compound is cyclic, use the prefix cyclo. Cyclo prefix use ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಯಾವಾಗ? If the compound is cyclic. If the compound is not cyclic, don't write anything. Acyclo ಅಂತ ಬರಿಬಾರದು. Okay, so cyclo is to be used only when the compound is cyclic. That is primary prefix. Now come to secondary prefix. Secondary prefix is the last component we need to look at. Secondary prefix ಏನ್ indicate ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? Secondary prefix represents substituents, substituent groups. Okay, so what are the substituent groups? Functional groups ಏನು ಅಂತ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು ಅಲ್ವಾ? Substituent groups ಯಾವ್ದು? Check it out. Halogens, all halogens. Halogens are substituents. Nitro group, ನೋಡಿ, nitro group NO2. Then diazo. Diazo ಅನ್ನೋದು usually CET ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ. Naming of diazo compounds is not asked, but just remember it. Okay, and then look at this very interesting thing. OR. OR group ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? OR group comes under ethers, right? But ethers na naming ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಅದನ್ನ functional group ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. Ethers are not considered as functional groups as far as naming is concerned. Therefore, you should take OR group as a substituent. Okay, and its prefix is alkoxy. Andre, if you have OCH3, you call it methoxy. Methoxy anta ಕರಿತೀವಿ. OCH3, because there is one carbon. For one carbon, root word is meth. To that you add oxy. Oxygen ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? So oxy, methoxy. Similarly, I'll add one more C. OC2H5 will be ethoxy. ಅದೇ ತರ you'll have propoxy, butoxy, and so on. Okay, so this is how you should name ethers. So ethers should not be taken as functional groups for naming, and therefore adu secondary suffix agalla. That becomes a secondary prefix. Okay, because it's treated as a substituent. Okay, ನಾವು 5 components ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ವಿ. Root word, primary suffix, secondary suffix, primary prefix, and secondary prefix. Now let us check out some important rules of naming. These are all components. ಒಂದು ನೇಮಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಆ ಕಾಂಪೊನೆಂಟ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಡಿರೈವ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ವಿ. Now we'll check out some rules, some important rules. The first rule, the very first rule in IUPAC nomenclature is you should select that chain as the main chain which contains the highest number of carbon atoms arranged continuously, or the longest chain containing carbon atoms, longest possible chain of carbon atoms. Okay, illೊಂದು example ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ. Carbon atoms arranged in a linear manner, but right, non-linear manner. Usually students tendency ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೋ, ಯಾವ್ದು ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೋ ಅದನ್ನ ಮೇನ್ ಚೈನ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಯೂಶಲಿ ಡೂ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ರಾಂಗ್. ಇದು ತಪ್ಪು. ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಇರೋದು, ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಇರೋದು ಮೇನ್ ಚೈನ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. you should consider the longest possible chain. ಅದು straight ಇರ್ಬೋದು, bent ಇರ್ಬೋದು, zigzag ಹೋಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. Okay, so you should always consider the longest possible chain. So here the longest possible chain is this. ನೋಡಿ, ಹೈಲೈಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ನಾನು ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೈಲೈಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇದು ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಲೀನಿಯರ್, ಬಟ್ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಚೈನ್. ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್? 6 carbon atoms. So long chain containing 6 carbon atoms. That is the main chain. So root word here will be hex. Root word for this will be hex. Okay. Next rule is related to the presence of substituents. ಒಂದು ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಹೇಗೆ ನೇಮ್ ಮಾಡೋದು? ಚೆಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಔಟ್. Here is an organic compound. Here is an organic compound with around 12 carbon atoms arranged in a continuous chain. 12 carbon atoms ಇದೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ. Right? So here the root word corresponds to 12 carbon atoms. Dodec anta. Dodec. Dodec is the root word for 12 carbon atoms. So if you consider this long chain as the main chain, ಅದನ್ನ main chain ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ you will have 3 groups here. Check this. Okay, these 3 groups are substituents, right? Now what are these 3 groups? Can anyone respond in the chat section? ಈ 3 groups ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಏನದು? What substituent groups are those? Let me wait if I can get any chat response. Good. Most of you are telling it's methyl CH3. Very good. So this is a type of writing organic structures called bond line notation. ಇದು bond line notation ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Okay, bond line notation. So here each point represents a carbon atom. Every point here represents a carbon atom. Okay, so in that case this point here is also carbon atom. Hydrogen atoms are not shown in bond line notation. Hydrogen atoms na bariyalla. Okay, but you should understand their presence. You should realize their presence. Okay, so this point here is one carbon. One carbon will be attached to 3 hydrogens, CH3, because nothing is written. It's CH3. So all these are methyl groups. All of you have correctly identified it. Okay, so these are all methyl substituents. Then okay, substituents ಏನು ಅಂತ identify ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. After that we need to indicate their position on which carbon atom they are present, because there are 12 carbon atoms. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 12 carbon atom ಇದೆ. ಟ್ರೈಮಿಥೈಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಮೇಲಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಇಂಡಿಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ. So that's the reason why you need to indicate their position. Okay, how do you indicate their position? Number the carbon atoms. Carbon atoms number ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತ ಹೋಗಿ. Okay, but when you start numbering the chain, when you start numbering the carbon atoms, you will realize that there are 2 ways of numbering. You can start from left to right, 1 to 12, or you can start from right to left. Okay, from this side, right to left. When you have 2 ways of numbering, then which way is correct? ಎರಡು ತರ ನಂಬರ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಬಟ್ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ? Okay, that's where you should follow this lowest set of locant rule. Okay, which says that you should start numbering the chain from that end, which gives least point of difference, first point of difference. See, first point of difference, least first point of difference, lower number at the first point of difference. ಏನಿದು least first point of difference? ನೋಡಿ, I'll start numbering from left to right. When I start numbering from left to right, the first methyl group is at second position. The first methyl group is at second position. Okay, I'll write it here, second position, from left to right. Now I'll go from right to left. We'll go from right to left. If it's from right to left, see the numbering: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so if you go from right to left, first methyl group ಯಾವ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. First methyl groups comes in the 7th position. Okay, so between 2 and 7, which is a lower number? 2. Therefore, according to this rule, we should give preference to numbering from left to right. Right to left wrong agatte. Okay, that's why it becomes 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. Trimethyl. Tri yake? There are 3 methyl groups, therefore it is tri. 2, 4, 6. Trimethyl dodecane. Dodec is the root word for 12 carbon atoms. So this example gives us an idea as to how you need to number the carbon atoms. Okay. Similarly, the example is nodi ade tara. So I can have two ways of numbering it. 1, 2, 3. So from left to right, I get methyl group in the third position itself. Third position ke methyl group baratte. If I go from right to left, akadenda bandre, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I am getting it on the 8th carbon atom. 8. So according to the rule, we should give preference to lower number. Lower number. Again, I'm highlighting it. So it must start from left and go on to the other end. Okay. So where are the methyl groups now? 3, 4, 5. Hence you call it 3, 4, 5 trimethyl decane. Decane and there are 10 carbon atoms. Okay. Okay. I think 2 carbon atoms extra bandide. So it should also be dodecane. Okay. Fine. So these are the basic rules of naming. Let me go to the next section. Right. In the previous example, there was no functional group. Now, hinde nodid example, functional group irilla. It was just a straight chain of carbon atoms. What if a functional group is present? Functional group idre heg name madodu? Check this out. I have already given you the answer there, but let us just check out the naming here. First, we should select the main chain, principal chain. How to do it? Remember, you should select the main chain such that it contains the functional group. Longest possible, not really longest possible carbon chain, okay, which is attached to the functional group, which contains the functional group. Containing the functional group, yes. That should be selected as the main chain. So observe this. I can select this as the main chain. Carbon 1, carbon 2, carbon 3, 4, and 5. Okay. If I select this as the main chain, that chain has OH group. Which is the functional group here? OH, which is the functional group. And that's the alcohol functional group. Alcohol functional group. Very good. Okay. So we have got the longest chain. Longest chain less carbon atoms ಇದೆ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carbon atoms. Therefore, root word is pent. Root word is pent. Okay. Then to that add primary suffix. It's a saturated compound. No double bond is seen. No unsaturation. So primary suffix is N. Pentane. Okay. Then what's the secondary suffix? We see alcohol functional group. For alcohol functional group, secondary suffix is all. Okay. So you see all here. But notice Madi, we have to indicate the position of the functional group. So what is its position? OH group is present on the third carbon atom. So therefore you call it pentane triol. Pentane triol. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ಬೋದು. Primary suffix has ane. ane, right? E ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಯ್ತು ಅಂತ, right? So remember, this is a very delicate and a subtle point. If your secondary suffix starts with a vowel, secondary suffix vowel in the shuru adre, then you should drop the e na bitbidebeku. If your secondary suffix starts with a consonant, then you have to retain that e. Avaga nee aa e na itkobeku. Okay, otherwise you should drop it, right? So here e therefore is removed because the secondary suffix starts with a vowel. Okay, so it's pentane triol. Ashtena in name alli, or is there something else? Yes, see, we have to identify this as well. This is a side chain or a substituent. Now this substituent is ethyl substituent. Idu ethyl substituent. How? 2 carbon atoms ಇದೆ, so it is ethyl. 3 carbon atoms ಇದೆ, propyl, and so on. Okay, so ethyl substituent. Now what is the position of the ethyl substituent? It is also present on the third carbon atom only. Hence you write it as 3 ethyl pentane triol. 3-ethyl pentane triol becomes the complete IUPAC name of this compound. Okay, good. So ಈಗ functional group ಇದ್ರೆ ಹೇಗೆ ನೇಮ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ವಿ. Next, look at this. Entrance exams, especially NEET ಮತ್ತೆ CET ನಲ್ಲಿ you get questions on this. Okay, polyfunctional compounds. What do you mean by polyfunctional compounds? More than one functional group. More than one functional group. More than one functional groups. Yes, these are called polyfunctional compounds. Okay, and in these polyfunctional compounds, you must be careful. Only one functional group will be considered the main functional group. Of the many functional groups, ಎಷ್ಟೇ functional groups ಇರಲಿ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇವಲ ಒಂದು functional group ನ ನೀವು main functional group ಅಂತ consider ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. Then what happens to the rest of them? What happens to the other functional groups? They all will be treated as substituents. They all will be treated as substituents. Okay. The next question that comes to your mind. Okay. One functional group na main functional group consider ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. But how do we decide it? ಹೇಗೆ decide ಮಾಡೋದು? ಯಾವ್ದು main functional group? ಯಾವ್ದು substituent? Decide ಮಾಡೋದು? It's pretty easy. It depends on what you call this priority order. IUPAC has given us this priority order. Using this priority order, you can decide which functional group should be made the main functional group and which functional group will become the secondary functional group or the substituent. Okay, so ನೀವು ಈ priority order na memorize ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Very, very important. You can find this in your NCERT textbook. Okay, ಈ priority order na ನೀವು ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, memorize ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Okay, because without this you can't answer questions on polyfunctional compounds. Okay, so which compound or which functional group comes at the highest priority? Carboxylic acid first, followed by sulfonic acid. ನೋಡಿ ನಾನು ಅಂಡರ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಹಾಗೆ ಆ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಹೆಸರು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ದೆನ್ ಎಸ್ಟರ್, ದೆನ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಕ್ಲೋರೈಡ್, ಆಸಿಡ್ ಅಮೈಡ್, ನೈಟ್ರೈಲ್, ಆಲ್ಡಿಹೈಡ್, ಕೀಟೋನ್, ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್, ಅಮೈನ್, ಆಲ್ಕೀನ್, ಆಲ್ಕೈನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಪ್ರಯಾರಿಟಿ ಆರ್ಡರ್. ಇದನ್ನ ಇದೇ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ರೈಟ್, ನಾವು ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಎನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನೋಡೋಣ. Okay, yes, I have given you an organic compound here. There are two functional groups. You might notice two functional groups. One is carboxylic acid functional group. Carboxylic acid functional group. And the other one is alcohol functional group. Alcohol functional group. ಎರಡು functional group ಇದೆ. So how are we going to decide which is the main one, which is the substituent? Can you give a chat response? Chat respond ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? Which I should consider it as a main group? Which should be considered as secondary group? Yeah, I've asked them to chat it. In response bandide sir. Okay, good. Okay, Sinchana says carboxylic acid is the main functional group. Very good. And I'm sure the decision is based on this priority order. Nodi? Yes. COOH is the main functional group because it comes right at the top of the priority order. First ಇದೆ. Alcohol ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ? ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲೋ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ. That's the reason why you have to give preference to carboxylic acid. Okay? Yes. So if carboxylic acid becomes the main functional group, then OH should be treated as substituent. OH should be treated as substituent. If you are treating OH as substituent, then you are not supposed to use secondary suffix all for alcohol. Alcohol ಗೆ usually ನಾವು ಏನು suffix use ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ all, but that you can't use it here because you have to treat OH as a substituent. Then what is the other term we have to use? If OH group is substituent, check this in the tabular column here. If OH is a substituent, then the prefix name is hydroxy. You have to use hydroxy substituent. Okay, so OH should be now called hydroxy, and carboxylic acid is given the secondary suffix status. It will be oic acid. Okay, so now let me see if anyone can give the complete name. Complete name type ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡೋಣ with the numbering. Position of the functional groups ಕೂಡ ನೀವು include ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. I'll wait for 10 seconds. Let me see if I'm getting any response for this. Okay, 2-hydroxy pentanoic acid. Very good. So you should start numbering the chain from the end, which has the main functional group COOH. Okay, and many students also commit this mistake. They leave out the carbon atom of the carboxylic acid group. Functional group carbon atom na bitbiಡ್ತಾರೆ. Don't do that, please. Include the carbon atom of the functional group as well, and then start numbering it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, there is a continuous chain of 5 carbon atoms. So root word is spent. Let me write it here. Root word is spent. Okay. Root word is spent. Then it's oic acid, carboxylic acid. Primary suffix is ane, so it's a pentanoic acid. It's a pentanoic acid. Okay, pentanoic acid. Pentanoic acid. But what is the substituent? Hydroxy. At what position? 4th position. Therefore, this must be 4-hydroxy. 4-hydroxy pentanoic acid. That's the complete name. 4-hydroxy pentanoic acid will be the complete name of this compound. Very good. All of you who have answered it. Yes. Then let's come to the last category, aromatic compounds. What are aromatic compounds? Aromatic compounds are the ones which contain benzene ring, and these are the compounds which have this unusual stability. They have this extra stability on account of this phenomenon called aromaticity. ನೀವು aromaticity ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳಿರಬಹುದು, right? Aromaticity is an electronic effect which is the reason for the unusual stability of all these compounds called aromatic compounds. So we'll study about aromaticity in our next chapter on hydrocarbons, but now let me not spend time on that. So basically, aromatic compounds contain benzene ring and such aromatic systems. Okay. Now, how do we name such aromatic compounds? In fact, benzene itself is an adopted IUPAC name. Benzene is itself an IUPAC name. Adopted official IUPAC name. Okay. So all derivatives, all aromatic compounds here can be named as derivatives of benzene. If there is only one substituent on benzene ring, okay, then you don't have to number it. Number ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, one substituent idre. But if there are two substituents, see this? If there are two substituents, then you need to indicate their positions. If the two substituents are present on adjacent carbon atoms, you number it 1 and 2, 1, 2. Here, second example, it is 1, 3. Third example, 1, 4. Okay, 1, 4. This is for IUPAC naming. In the common system, for such examples, you have 3 terms. Okay, if two substituents are present on adjacent carbon atoms of the benzene ring, you call it ortho substituents. Okay, then if it is present one carbon atom away, alternate, then it is meta. If it's right across, opposite, then you call it para. So it is ortho, meta, para. I'm sure all of you are aware of these terms. But IUPAC name, IUPAC system al name ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ, you should not use the terms ortho, meta, para. You should only number the benzene ring. Okay, right. So that's about IUPAC nomenclature. Now let us take up some multiple choice questions on whatever we have discussed now. Okay, question number 4. ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿರಬಹುದು. I'll highlight this double bond. This is double bond. If it's not clearly visible, I'm highlighting it. Yes. Now think carefully and pick out the right option. Systematic ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗಿ. Okay, first identify the longest chain. ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, longest chain should have double bond in it. Okay, longest chain should have double bond in it. So identify the root word first. Okay, let me see if I can get any chat responses answer. Okay, Lavanya says it's option B. Check marna, we'll check it. Okay, so first let's identify the longest chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This looks to me the longest possible carbon atom chain. Okay, so 5 carbon atoms irodrinda root word must be pent. Root word must be pent. Okay, all options have root word pent. ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸಲ್ಲೂ ರೂಟ್ ವರ್ಡ್ ಪೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಸೊ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಫುಲ್. ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಔಟ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. There is double bond. If there is double bond, you know it must be ene. Let's see. Again, all options have ene in them. Pentene. All options have pentene. Okay. Let's check out the next thing. We should number the chain. How are we supposed to number the chain? Number the chain giving functional group the lowest number. Carbon chain numbered. Carbon chain is numbered in such a way that alkene double bond, carbon carbon double bond gets lowest number. Okay, lowest number. Check ಮಾಡೋಣ. If I go from right to left, I get 1, 2. Carbon atom of double bond gets position 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, if I go from right to left. But if I go from left to right, please observe the carbon atom of double bond will be numbered 1, 2, 3. So we know 2 is lower than 3, therefore give preference to numbering from right to left. 1, 2, 3. So this must be a pent 2ene because position of double bond is 2. ಈಗ ನೋಡೋಣ which option has pent 2ene. Which options have pent 2ene? Option A has pent 2ene. Option D has pent 2ene. Okay. Option B and option C have pent 3ene. We know it's not pent 3ene. Pent 3ene ಆಗಲ್ಲ. Okay, you should give preference to double bond, not to substituents. Double bond takes preference over substituents. Double bond or any functional group preferred over substituents. Preferred over substituents while numbering. While numbering. Very important rule. Okay, don't miss this out. ಸೊ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ ಅಥವಾ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರು, ನೀವೇನು ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ಯು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ನಂಬರಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್, ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ 2 methyl groups here, so that will be the lowest number. Okay, so don't forget this. Double bond should be preferred over other substituents. So start numbering it from right to left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's a pent 2ene. Okay, option A ಅಥವಾ option D ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು. Now how do we pinpoint which of these two? Let's look at the substituents. What are the 3 substituents? Methyl. There are 3 methyl groups. This is methyl group. So it must be a trimethyl. 3 methyl groups, it must be a trimethyl. What are their positions? 2, 4, 4. 2, 4, 4. So option A has 2, 4, 4. Option D has 2, 2, 4. So which is correct? Option A is right. It is 2, 4, 4 trimethyl pent 2ene. Okay, this is the right option. So mark this question as an important question. Then we'll go to question number 5. Hope all of you have followed the solution for question number 4. Yes. So I'm repeating it again. Give preference to double bond while numbering. Athwa if there is a functional group, give preference to functional group than the substituents. Okay, next. Okay, here I have given you an organic compound in the bond line notation form. ನಿಮಗೆ ನೀಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಥವಾ JEE ಮೇನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಈ ತರನೇ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡೋದು, ಬಾಂಡ್ ಲೈನ್ ನೋಟೇಷನ್. Now let me see who will attempt it and get the right answer. Question number 5. Okay, Lohit says option A. Good. Make an attempt. See, right or wrong is secondary. Participate ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಸೆಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. Okay, so whatever you feel is the answer, just go for it. Okay, let's see. Option A is what is suggested. Check ಮಾಡೋಣ. This is bond line notation of carbon atoms. What is our first job? Our first job is to identify the longest chain. Okay, see, this will be the longest chain. Observe this carefully. Longest possible chain. Siktu namge. Okay, so count the number of carbon atoms in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, there are 7 carbon atoms in it. Let me show it to you again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 carbon atoms in the longest chain. So what must be the root word? Root word must be hept. Root word must be hept. Nodi, ಎಷ್ಟು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಪ್ಟ್ ರೂಟ್ ವರ್ಡ್ ಇದೆ? All options have hept as root word. Okay, fine. Then there are no double bonds, only single bonds. So primary suffix must be ane. It must be a heptane. Again, all options have heptane as the word there. Okay. Now comes the most important section, that is numbering. So we have two choices here: numbering from left to right or from right to left. Okay. So what is to be preferred? Let me show you both ways. Okay. Let me use a different color now to indicate this. I am numbering using a blue colored pen. Left to right is the numbering system now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. This is one system, left to right. Now I'll use a different color to indicate numbering system from right to left. To left, 1, 2, 3, 4 again, 5, 6, 7. Alva? Yeah, system is there. One which I've indicated by blue and the one which I've indicated by black. Now let's see which system is to be followed. Remember our rule: lowest or least first point of difference. If you follow the blue colored system, left to right, the first substituent you get is at the fourth position. Fourth positional substituent barta ide. Correct? Fourth position you get in the substituent from left to right. Whereas from right to left, getting the substituent at the third position itself. Third position itself. So in the blue colored numbering scheme, the first substituent appears in the fourth position. In the black colored numbering scheme, the first substituent appears in the third position. So what does the rule say? You should give preference to the first least point of difference. So 3 must be preferred over 4. And therefore, let's look at this numbering system, which is marked in black. So it is 1, 2, 3. Right? What is present at the third position? At the third position, you have ethyl group. Third position, you have ethyl group. Ethyl. Okay. And what do you have at the fourth position? At the fourth positions, you have methyl groups. Methyl groups. Now see which option has ethyl at the third position. Yeah, option ali ethyl third position is nodi. Option A, it says 5,5 diethyl. Wrong. Option B has ethyl at the third position. Okay. Option C again shows diethyl. Wrong. Option D again shows diethyl at the fifth position. Wrong. So what should be the correct answer? It is option B. Very good. Whoever has said option B as the answer is right. It is 3-ethyl. Ethyl at the third position. Then at the fourth position, dimethyl. 4,4 dimethyl heptane is the perfect IUPAC name for this compound. Very good. So the participation is encouraging. So keep up the same interest for the questions to follow. Okay. So I hope this is clearly understood. The correct name is 3-ethyl 4,4 dimethyl heptane. Okay. Let's proceed to the next question now. Question number 6. First two questions ತುಂಬಾ simple ಆಗಿತ್ತು, ಬರೀ hydrocarbons. Now you got substituent. ಬರೀ substituent ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲ, you also have a functional group. See, this is a substituent. Chlorine atom is a substituent. Substituent. And OH group is the functional group. Functional group. Yes. Now make an attempt. Which option? Careful. You should start numbering from that end, which has OH group attached. Yes. Okay. Harshita and Nitish are of the opinion that it's option C. Check marna. Okay. First point. Select the main chain. How do we select the main chain? That chain which contains OH group. That chain which contains OH group. This is it. This will be the main chain. Yes. Main chain. How many carbon atoms are in the main chain? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carbon atoms are in the main chain. So root word is pent. Again, all options have pent as the root word. But ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, straight away you can eliminate option D. Option D says pentyl alcohol. Pentyl ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಯಾವ IUPAC system ಅಲ್ಲೂ ನೇಮ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. There must be a primary suffix, ane, ene or ine. There is no primary suffix at all in option D. So straight away ruled out. Now we have three options to work with. Okay, let's check it out. Okay, we have identified the main chain. Now we need to number it. Remember, functional group to be given preference while numbering. Functional group preferred over substituent while numbering. Preferred over substituents. So start from that end which has functional group. Okay, let me number it now. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Yes. Okay, so what's the position of the OH group? OH group is in the first position, first carbon atom. So it must be pentane 1 all. Nodi, option B has pentane 5 all. So it's wrong. You know, it's straight away ruled out. Option B ruled out. Wrong. Now option A and C both have pent 1 all. Let's check it out. Pent 1 all is okay. Next, look at the position of the substituent, chlorine. On which carbon atom is it present? It's present on the 4th carbon. So it must be 4-chloro. 4-chloro. Okay. Which option has 4-chloro? Both options have 4-chloro. Eradu option 4-chloro ide. Okay. Then look at the two methyl groups. These are also the substituents. Methyl, dimethyl. What are their positions? Second and third. So it must be 2,3 dimethyl. So you have 4-chloro. You also have 2,3 dimethyl. Again, see, in both options you have same 2,3 dimethyl and 4-chloro. But in what aspect do they differ? The order in which you have written them. Okay. So what needs to be considered here? When you have substituents to be listed in the IUPAC name, IUPAC name ಅಲ್ಲಿ substituents list ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ you should follow the alphabetical order. Substituents to be listed in alphabetical order. Listed in alphabetical order. Okay. So what comes first in the alphabetical order? Chloro comes first in the alphabetical order than methyl. Therefore, first it should be 4-chloro, then it should be 2,3 dimethyl. Okay. So the two students who gave the answer as option C, very good. You're right. Option C is the correct answer. It is 4-chloro, 2,3 dimethyl pentane 1 all. Okay, I still have around 10 minutes. Let me go to the next question. So this was a question based on presence of both functional group and substituent. Okay, next question ಏನು ಅಂತ ನೋಡೋಣ. Question number 7. Okay, question number 7, we have an aromatic compound. ಇದೆ. So ತುಂಬಾ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನೇಮ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇದನ್ನ. Look at this. It is an aldehyde group. It's an aldehyde group. So benzene ring with aldehyde group is called benzaldehyde. Benzene ring with an aldehyde group. This is benzaldehyde. Benzaldehyde is a common name, but IUPAC has adopted it as its official IUPAC name. So you can name it as a derivative of benzaldehyde. This compound should be named as derivative of benzaldehyde. So see in which option you have benzaldehyde in it. So option A nalli benzaldehyde anno padane illa. There's no word. So ruled out. Option B, it says something like anisole, ruled out. Okay. So option C and option D have benzaldehyde in them. So one of these two must be our correct option. Okay, we'll check it out. If benzaldehyde or aldehyde is our main functional group, then carbon atom having the aldehyde group must be numbered 1. This must take position 1, this carbon. Then again, I have two choice of numbering. Okay, I can go clockwise barbodu, or I can go anti-clockwise. Let's check both. Let me use the blue colored ink to suggest the anti-clockwise numbering. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is anti-clockwise numbering. Okay. Now let me show you the clockwise numbering. 1, same as it is. 1, 2, this becomes 3, 4 is 4 either ways, 5, and then 6. Right? Now we have to select between the blue colored numbering scheme and the black colored numbering scheme, which is correct. Let me take the blue colored one. If I take the blue colored numbering scheme, see, where will I get the first substituent? 1, 2, 3, 4. I am getting my first substituent at the 4th position. Okay. Whereas if I take up the black colored numbering scheme, where am I getting my first substituent? 1, 2. I'm getting it at the 2nd position itself. So this is a lower number. So this numbering is right. This clockwise numbering is right. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Once you decide on the numbering gotadmele, next identify what the substituents are. Let me show it to you. This is a nitro substituent, nitro group. Okay. And this is, check it out, this is alkoxy. Ether group adu, alkoxy. So since there is only one carbon atom, you name it methoxy. It's methoxy. Correct. So what is the position of nitro? 2nd position. What is the position of methoxy? 4th position. Right? Between methoxy and nitro, which comes first in the alphabetical order? It is 2 nitro, and 4 methoxy. So between nitro and methoxy, methoxy M comes first in the alphabetical order. So that's where you should start your name from. It is 4 methoxy, 2 nitro benzaldehyde. Correct IUPAC name. Yes, that is how you should name aromatic organic compounds. Okay, that was one aromatic example. Now let me go to the next question. Right, this is a question on your priority. Na ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ priority list na ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. It's very important. Look at this question. The correct decreasing order. In your entrance exams, you get questions like decreasing order, increasing order, highest, lowest. Okay, in all such cases, please do stress on that word so that it gets into your mind and you don't go wrong. ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಸರ್ತಿ ನೋಡಿದೀವಿ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಿಂಗ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸಿಂಗ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಬಿ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್. Decreasing, underline it. Decreasing order, that is starting from high priority to low priority, from high priority groups to low priority, high priority to lower priority, low priority groups. So this is where memorizing that list helps. Okay, what is present at the top in our priority list? It is carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid takes the first position. See, in which option carboxylic acid is at the first position? It's option A. Option B nalli sulfonic acid ide, wrong. Option C has aldehyde, wrong. Option D has amide, wrong. So once you identify that carboxylic acid is at the first position, you have got the correct option. You don't have to worry about the rest of it. Sumne time waste mabadi. Once you get this as the first option, you know it's the correct answer. So don't waste time analyzing these things in the examination. Okay, so just mark option A as the right answer and proceed further. Okay, because none of the other option has carboxylic acid at the top. Good. That was question number 8. Let's see if there is one more question on IUPAC nomenclature. Yes, I think this is the last question on nomenclature, and we are also coming to the end of the session. So since it's a last question, I want all of you to get it right. Let me see. There are 2 functional groups. This is an example of a polyfunctional compound. One is a ketone group, ketone functional group, and then you have the alcohol functional group. Alcohol functional group. Okay, let me see how many of you have got the correct one. Okay, most of you are coming up with C option. Okay, let's check it out. If most of you are saying option C as the correct answer, then I think we'll have to revisit the rules once again. Okay, alcohol ketone ಎರಡು ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? let me take you to the priority list. Yes. Here you have the priority list. See, where is ketone? Where is alcohol? Ketone is here. Alcohol comes next. So which is of higher priority? Ketone is of a higher priority than alcohol. Ketone is of a higher priority than alcohol. Now let's go to the question again. Question number 9. Yes. Ketone takes a higher priority over alcohol. Ketone, higher priority than alcohol. That's the reason why I told you to remember those priority order, okay? Otherwise, you can't answer questions like this. Ketone higher priority than alcohol. ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ then naming of it becomes easy. Once you go wrong here, the entire solution goes wrong, okay? So be careful in the first step. So if you have identified ketone as the main functional group, you know you should number the chain from that end, which gives lowest number to the main. So ketone should be given preference. In that case, I should start numbering from right to left. Carbon 1, this becomes carbon 2, then you have 3, 4, 5. Then you have 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's a pentane. It's a pentane. Root word is pent. Right. Then what is the position of the ketone? Second position. So it must be pentane 2-one. Ketone is the second position. So therefore it must be pentane 2-one. Pentane 2-one. Right. See which option has pentane 2-one. Il pentane 4-one is there. Wrong. Here one is not there at all. Suffix one is not there at all. Here in option D also, suffix one is not there. So here the only option which has pentane 2-one is option B. So straight away you can figure out, yes, this must be our correct answer. But let's verify. Let's verify. Pentane 2-one. What's the position of OH group? It's on the 4th carbon. Therefore, it must be 4-hydroxy. 4-hydroxy pentane 2-one. Option B, therefore, is correct. So please go through the priority list, right? So I think we can end the session here. Let's just see what is there for our next session so that you can come prepared. Right. Next session, we'll take up isomerism. Isomerism is also a very important phenomenon in organic compounds. And in our next session, we'll discuss isomerism and several other aspects related to basic concepts. Okay. So thank you. Have a nice day.